we're done cleaning the bay. It just turned around completely. It looks amazing. We might not even paint. Welcome back, everybody. We're here again with the JZX90, and today is looking a little different than when we last left off. When you last saw the car last video, we pulled the motor and the engine bay was just a disaster. It was grimy, greasy. There was parts rubbing on the bay, left bare metal. So we were kind of on the fence about what we were gonna do. We power washed it, and as you guys saw, it turned out way better than we expected. But me and Louis can't leave anything alone. So we decided to go the extra mile and just paint the whole bay. So today, we're gonna do some engine bay paint. We got most of the masking out of the way already. We're gonna get a couple more things masked up. We have some seam sealer to lay down on some rusty spots. Very minimal, which is great. We are gonna repair everything while we're here and everything's apart. And yeah, I think we can just start walking you through the process. Let's get right into it. Reynolds wrap. Stole this from my kitchen. Sorry, Mom. This is what we're using to mask our bay. You could go through this whole thing with tape, I guess, and paper if you really wanted. Your good old aluminum foil just wraps around everything, and it's minimalistic. It makes it easy. It's easy to unwrap when you're done, and you can just cover lines and hoses way easier than sitting here with tape and doing everything one by one. So for me, I'm just kind of wrapping it around everything. Going around thick parts, thin parts. Get a little part that's thicker, 2 pieces, no big deal. How much does this cost? Is there, just go to Stop and Shop and find it. It's not expensive. It's probably cheaper than buying bodywork fees. And I mean, look how easy it makes your masking process. For engine bays, I think it's perfect. Now, I know we could go the extra mile and remove all this out of the bay and just have a bare bay. But remember, this is a drift car. You have to know how far you want to take your project before you just kind of start getting after everything and it turns into an endless pit. As car guys, it's a toxic trait. We all do it. I know. You just want to get after everything. While I'm here, might as well, but just know what the car's purpose is and then decide how far you want to take your build, because if not, you'll just start doing everything that's unnecessary. But yeah, know how far you want to take your build. Not every build is going to be a show car. Every car has a purpose. So I went to my local body shop supply store and had them put my paint code in a can. So we have, it's called Tafita White Honda. That's what I gave them. Like I said, how far are you gonna take your build? We're not bringing this into a spray booth and doing this with a spray gun and actually painting it. We're rattle canning it, but we're rattle canning it the best way we can possibly rattle can it. So we got the right paint code to match the car. Will it match perfectly? Probably not. Will you ever notice? Definitely not. We got clear coat, so this bay is really gonna come to life, and I'm so excited to see the transformation today. If you have questions about any of the side quests, we're gonna leave them mysterious. Ask about it in the comments, because a lot of them have interesting stories. I don't know how much of them I can tell, but I'll find out. And if I can tell a little bit of info on them, I definitely will. So if you have any questions about side quests you see, definitely ask about them. And I'm shaking a can while talking. That's smart. Whatever. try to get real country in here. So we got the Steed Toyota that we acquired today, and we need somewhere to paint our downpipes and our manifold for some heat resistance. So this is what we call making it happen. We got some old ABS lines that we're gonna use for hangers, right? And we got this Lexus that we're gonna use as our hanger hanging device. We were looking at it and we're like, where are we gonna hang anything from? And I decided the best thing to do. This actually got kind of. Look at all the space now. We can hang everything from. Bam. Tell me it's not genius. Now all we gotta do. Good glove. It's meant to be. Spray booth. Here we are, right? So we're doing this bay, painted it, deleted the ABS systems out, it's just gonna be clean. And what's not gonna be clean? A bunch of connectors in the bay that go nowhere because we deleted half of the systems out of this car that we don't need. We wanna make this look clean, OEM plus. We're gonna go right into the chassis harness today and delete every connector on the car that we no longer need. So we're gonna go through the process that we do to kind of tuck our chassis harness. First things first, you have to identify what plugs you don't need and what plugs you do need, because you don't want to start cutting wires out of your harness that you go to plug it in later and you're like, oh shit, I kind of chopped that out of my chassis and I got to put it back now. So identify what is no longer being used. For us, on this side of the car, we have our wiper motor. We need that. Wipers are key in drifting because it is a rain or shine motorsport activity. Doesn't matter the weather, the event's gonna happen. So we need wipers, we need this plug. Then we come down here and we have our traction control, ABS, brake system, harness, contraption that Toyota came up with on both sides. Like, it was so ugly, but it's gone. With that being gone, these can be gone. So all of this, which is 1, 2, 3 wires here, a 3-pin, and this is 7-pin. So 10 total, we're gonna delete. First things first, let's get to the source. So let's peel back all of our factory Toyota tape. You can tell it's been on here for a while, but I one-shotted that one. These we can get right after. Don't put it on the fresh paint that's drying. That'd be bad. Here is what we have left, and this we can cut back to. Give us some space, see what we're working with. There we go. That. Guys, don't hate me that we're doing this too. Like, this is never going back the way it was. So us doing this is just making it better. Street race car, you know? It sucks. Like, I don't like chopping up a factory harness from Toyota, but at the same time, if I'm gonna have to pick not chopping it up and leaving these in the bay, chopping it up and not having them in the bay and having a clean car, they're getting chopped. So again, I want my harness to start here, so I want it to end here. That was impressive, Harbor Freight. I didn't think it was gonna cut all the wires. No going back. What we're gonna do is cut these now into steps. So one is longer than the next. This is so that they can never contact inside the harness when you put it back together and potentially cause an electrical issue. It's just gotta be not the same distance, so cut that. Take our next one, a little shorter. Take our white and gray. So this one, a little shorter. Need more harness room. That red and orange, a little shorter. All right, so we're not gonna stop there though. Now we're gonna heat shrink the ends of all these wires so we don't even have the slightest bit of live wire exposed. Gonna put them all together, all different lengths, all shrink wrapped. We're gonna get our good Scotch electrical tape out, and we're gonna wrap this back up just like Toyota had it. So we reduced this down to this. It's gonna run nice and clean into the bay, into our master cylinder. This has its own grommet that goes under the cowl that you never see. Like, it's just gonna clean up everything, simplify everything. Don't hate me because I chopped the harness. I'm sorry, but this is way better than this. It's been a good 2 days, Louis.
Long 2 days.
Long 2 days. We went from being happy with, I'm lying. I went from being happy with how the engine bay looked when we just cleaned it, right? And Louis like, nah, we gotta paint it. Well, we're done. We painted it, and I couldn't be more happy with Louis' persistence to make me paint it. I hope you guys enjoyed the journey of us painting this bay. I definitely enjoyed the journey from start to finish, and I couldn't be more happy with the way it turned out. Any questions, of course, please leave them down below. Love to answer them. We did a little bit of wiring in this video. If you have any questions about that, leave it down below. Yeah, the finished product just speaks for itself. So thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.